you know I will get hate for speaking to you. And that will happen. What do you make of the ongoing campaigns against you? Because, of course, just recently you were forced to withdraw from the Cluedo stage show following a backlash. You're not being left alone, are you?
No, no, no. The great irony, Robert, is that I'm accused of being a bully in the workplace, and I've never witnessed bullying like it. Not just toward me and Vanessa, but to associates, friends, someone like you who invites us on. It's pretty extraordinary, isn't it, that someone who's acquitted 100% not guilty in a criminal matter can have their hopes of a rehabilitation. Let's remember that a magistrate presiding over a case where a person is found not guilty, innocent, is actually not supposed to offer up personal commentary. This is my personal opinion. This has nothing to do with the case, but I'm going to say this. These are brave and honest women, and if things were different, he might have gone down. Well, the bottom line is this. Prosecution still has to prove their case, and they couldn't, and for good reason, because people's stories didn't add up, didn't match up, eyewitness accounts didn't match. How can half a dozen people say, I saw this thing, and yet every story varies so wildly? That magistrate will have her day because she behaved unprofessionally and deliberately set about making sure I couldn't rehabilitate my happy, productive life.
But don't you find it interesting too, Robert, that professional sports people can go back to work? So many professions can go back to work.
Accused of far worse than tickling someone's foot.
Yes.
At the Rocky Horror Show.
And yeah, it just shows you that the world we live in, the judiciary system comes second place to social media activism, really.
Well, Craig mentioned the magistrate who was Belinda Wallington. As you said, she found you not guilty, but she did throw you under the bus when she said, and I've got a quote here, the fault element in existence in 2014 was rightly criticised for rewarding the sex offender for their self-absorption. She's basically saying if today's laws had been applied, the result could have been different. That's something your critics have been using against you. Do you think it's fair that you were found not guilty, but there's still a dark cloud hanging above you because of those comments?
It is. It was judicial activism. That's as clear as day. It was judicial activism. She couldn't convict him, so she decided, I'm just going to make some commentary. Now, you've got, I think the thing that people, what is most notable these days is it the cherry picking of quotes. So
yeah, I agree.
They'll go to those ones because it serves them. Great. When she said if the laws were different, it would be possible he may have been found guilty. Now, when you actually read the rulings properly, you will actually discover that when she said that in the actual courtroom, it referred to 2 or 3, I can't remember, 2 or 3 of the 13 charges.
Not the way it's reported, though.
No, and it wasn't a blanket statement like people are using it for. So there are just, but they don't go to the rulings where you'll say, lack of credibility, prone to exaggeration, false memories, all of that are just ignored. And it just, the trial that media and social media and that various members of the music theatre community have chosen to hold on to are pretty outrageous.
Fun, insightful interviews from a washed-up producer with nothing to lose. Night to night, but night to night, but night to night. It's good night from McKnight tonight.